the Japji Sahib Panchpauli's translation previously. Asim Kaur and Sangeeta's beti. रुक जाता है मेरे दिमाग च. They did a good job. The first two paudi, first paudi, and the Mool Mantra. Now we'll continue to the second paudi. Let me ask you about yesterday as, again, tell me your name, I forget. I get lost suddenly, blocked name. Mandeep Singh's daughter. That's right. That's right. Good. Now, what did she say? What Guru Nanak Dev Ji told us, the problem and the solution at the end of the first body. Can somebody first tell us the problem? Kyun sachiara hui hai? Right? Kyun means there's a question, as she told you all yesterday. Guru Nanak Dev Ji put a question. Kyun sachiara? How could we be truthful? Because the previous phase, Guruji negated that. And the answer Guruji gave with the next line. Which was the next line? Very good. Somebody started. Yeah. Hukum razai chalana nanak likhya na. Now, many of us, when I was young too, I also thought that way, is by Guruji's hukum is order in real translation of Punjabi. But here, hukum is Guruji's system. Why Guruji's system? How every head of any company decides how he's going to run his company. And why Guruji is the head of all of us. And why Guruji have decided the system, and with his system, this universe has been working for millions and billions of years, we don't even know how many. And our problem is, why we do not become sachiara, is because we always try to go against the system. We don't accept the system. And because the good, the false, the bad qualities which we have, vices, and the worst vice is the home man. I think most of you know the meaning by now from your parents, from your home. Home man is man, which is the worst of all. Now the next pauri, which we are going to translate today, further defines so that we are clear about what hukum means. And which most of us really know it in the back of our head. Again, because cood is in our mind, it makes us block it. So, Pehli line Guruji says, beta, don't worry about the bugs. Koi gal nahi, they are living there. They are enjoying their own life too. So, let them live. Hukmi homan akar. First thing we have to remember is, in his system, he created, why Guruji created all the akars, all the shapes, all the bodies, all the planets, all the galaxies. Hukum na keha jai. Guruji at once reminded us that don't expect that we will know fullness of why Guruji's system ever. It doesn't mean we should stop it. We keep on exploring the universe. But nobody can think that they will know why Guruji's system, how system works, how everything is going on. Guruji is trying to explain some in future part of the Japji Sahib. Hukmi, then Guruji says next thing, Hukmi homan ji Hukum mile vadiyai. In his system planning, whenever he wished, the life came to existence. And in his system, if you please try not to talk, and that makes my concentration go away too, and also I'm sure it's too. Hukum mila vadiyai. Any honor which you or me or anybody gets in this world is Vaheguruji's system. The Vaheguruji system is that if we do good things in life, we get honor. If we do bad things in life, we get dishonored. Nobody likes us. And same Guruji is trying to explain so that it stays in our mind. If we want, I accept the system which he has created and live in it. Hukmi uttam neech. Next one. Hukmi uttam neech. So in his system, some people who accept the system, enjoy the system, are considered uttam in this world. Uttam means better in this world. And those who do not live with the system or live there, no choice. We all have to live with the system, whether we accept it or not. But if we don't accept, then we are considered a lowly person in the system. You know that somebody keeps complaining, oh, it's too much rain today. It's too hot today. Everybody say that, oh, this person is a complainer. Right? That's neech. This person is bad, that person is bad, that person is bad, complainers. They are considered neech. Hukum likh dukh sukh paiyan. Guruji is trying to tell us that so-called dukh and sukh in this world are in his system too. We have to accept that. Don't expect that we'll be only sukh all the time, and the dukhs are also never there all the time. If there is sukh, dukh is going to come. If we are in dukh, don't worry. It will go away. Live in his system. Ik na hukmi bakshish, ik hukmi sada pavaiyan. Now, bachcho galla na karo putro. Please try to pay attention, because these things are very important for you to keep in your mind when you are doing Japji Sabda part in your heart. When we read Panch Paudiyaan, we should be keeping this in mind. Now, this is a hard thing to understand. Ikna hukmi bakshish. Some people, it looks to us that Vaheguruji is very kind. But in a sense, in reality, Vaheguruji is kind on all of us. It is our perception that when everything went nice and straight, we call it bakshish. When anything goes against our mind, our own hukam, then we say Vaheguruji is mad at us. Vaheguruji is not mad at us. He has a bakshish on everybody. But our feeling is that to sometimes Vaheguruji has bakshish, which is very kind. Ik hukmi sada pavaiyan. And this is also his system, that some people are going through cycles of birth and death, or cycles of up and down, sometimes smart, but other times terrible, especially like me, sometimes doing good things and helping others, and sometimes being too selfish. This is all pavaiyan. He keeps on going. Now, again, as we started, hukum na keha jai. We cannot explain everything in the worldly language. We have to accept this is the way Vaheguruji knows. The murders are from Bhagavad Vaheguruji. The people giving food to homeless is Vaheguruji's hukum. Again, we cannot explain this completely 100%, but We think that if we have done good deeds, it's Vaheguru Ji's hukam. But if somebody who does bad things, murders or other crimes in this world, we think that's terrible. But even that is in Vaheguru Ji's hukam. All we can do is improve ourselves. And that's why we don't call jails anymore. What do we call them now? Correctional facilities. That is Vaheguru Ji's hukam. Those of us following our mind when we do wrong things, Vaheguru Ji corrects us. And is a correction we think is Vaheguru Ji is mad at us. No, he's not mad. He's always bakshish, always bakshish. And in the end, Guruji is summarizing this pauri because too many ways you can talk about Vaheguru Ji's system and hukam. Hukm hai andar sabko. Guruji is going to summarize it. Remember this. Everything in this universe is in Vaheguru Ji's system. The earth is moving, the sun is moving, the moons are moving, we are moving, doing things, we are doing jobs, somebody is doing jobs. Everything, Guruji says, let me say in the summary, hukm hai andar sabko, everybody, we are all in Vaheguru Ji's hukam that we are here. In Vaheguru Ji's hukam that we could reach here safely. In Vaheguru Ji's hukam, the divan is happening. Everything, hukm hai andar sabko. So nobody can say, because you understand, we need oxygen to breathe. Can anybody go beside his hukam? Can we live without oxygen? No. We are under his hukam. Hukm hai andar sabko. And Guruji further defined, make sure the opposite is more clarity for our mind. Bahar hukam na koe. Nobody is outside his system. And the next, again, tells us the solution to the Kim Satyara hoiya. Nanak hukme je bujha. If Guruji's teachings sticks in our hand, ਅਸੀਂ ਸਮਝ ਲਈਏ according to Guru Nanak Dev Ji the definition and how hukum works. Je hukm hai je bujha. The worst problem I said was home hai. Home hai kahe na koi. Then if we understand everything happening by Guruji's hukam, then we will not say, I did it. I scored 3 goals in the soccer. I did so many points in the basketball. I did this. I saved this patient. I made this patient take from this person from this place to that place. That will go away. Then we will come in the state of thanks to Vaheguru Ji. Understand? Thank you, Vaheguru Ji, you making me do that. Thank you, Vaheguru Ji, for taking this seva from me. There are ladies doing seva in the kitchen. Thank you, Vaheguru Ji. Give them. Thank you, Vaheguru Ji, for giving me chance to talk to you all. So the ego will go away. The only way ego will go away if we understand the hukum according to Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Any questions? So we all always thank Vaheguru Ji for giving us opportunity to do whatever we do. We just a question.
Just a question. This war going on in Lebanon, a lot of things are happening. One can question, is this the Hukam Vaheguru? Yes, it is.
Everything. Hukm hai andar sabko. Maharaj ne ਤਾਂ simplify करता है एक लाइन जिसका. Everything. जो लड़ाइयाँ हो रही हैं, जो झगड़े हो रहे हैं, जहाँ Nobel Prize मिल रहे हैं, जहाँ जो हो रहा है, all is in Vaheguru Ji's hukam. And the most important thing for individuals, we should remember, last night the A and B group were talking about, I want to selfish, I want to take care of myself. Okay? That is also under hukum. Vaheguru Ji gave a hukum in his system that every living being wants self-conservation. एक कीड़े तो लै के हाथी तक सब everything हुक्म ओदे हुक्म च ठीक है पुत्रो. Thank you. If you have any question later on come in your mind, feel free to ask me. Whatever little I know, I'll help you. Thank you, Vaheguru Ji, for giving the opportunity. May I live also according to ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਹੁਕਮ। ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ।
First, we'll have a Shabad by Bahal Kaur, Nimar Kaur, and Gurbani Kaur.
जी का खालसा वाहिगुरू जी की फतेह. My name is Bahal Kaur. My name is Nimar Kaur.
Say your names again.
My name is Bahal Kaur. My name is Nimar Kaur. My name is Nirani. We'll be doing the Shabad. Koi bola nirva, koi bola tu.
So, कोई बोला निर्वा कोई बोला दूर का मतलब है कि कई कहते हैं कि वो नेड़े है तो कई कहते हैं कि वो दूर है.
कौन? What is O?
कई लोग कहते हैं कि वाहिगुरु हो रहा है.
हाँ, वाहिगुरु को clearly.
Next line. जाल की मछली जरा खजूर ਵਿੱਚ ਨਾਮਦੇਵ ਕੇ ਫਰਮਾਉਂਦਾ ਨੇ ਫਰਮਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਸ ਨੂੰ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਜੀਬ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਲੋग ਆ सोचते हैं. He compares this to a fish climbing a big pond. कोई बोला निर्वा कोई बोला दूर. Some say he
In
is
the mic.
some say he is near and some say he is far.
Jal ki machli chara khajur. Navdev thinks that the fact that people think that he is near or far illustrates this absurdity by describing a fish climbing a date palm.
कोई बोला
when you see the two numbers behind at the end, that means the Shabad is placed there. If you want to Shabad is there. The numbers tell us how very nice they are. There are two stanzas and first Shabad is placed. Okay, Bachcho? When you do the dancing part, sometimes you don't know where to end, there are numbers in there.
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. My name is Arja Kaur.
My name is Jim Kaur.
And we are both in Group C.
Our Kirtan teacher was by Manohar Singh Ji.
And the Shabad we are doing today is Har ko naam sada sukhdai, ja ko simar ajamal udreo ganaka hugat pai.
The meaning of the Shabad is that Vaheguru is always forgiving and giving peace to people, and when Ajamal and Ganika, the prostitutes, were meditating on it, they were saved and they were forgiven
And became better human beings.
and became better human beings.
Simar
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. My name is Sirtaj Singh.
My name is Uptesh Singh.
My name is Sajjal Singh.
We are all in Group A. This Shabad was written by Guru Amar Das Ji in Rag Malad.
The first line is Babiha Amrit Vela Bolia Tadar Suni Pukar, and it means that Guruji gives the example of a babiha, or a bird that is up early in the morning to call for rain because it's unable to drink the water on the ground. In a similar way, we should do our das for Vaiguru's grace. The next line continues to talk about how Vaiguruji gives clouds to the babiha to answer its prayers, and to answer our das, Vaiguruji sends the Guru.
In the next line, Guruji tells us to sacrifice ourselves and follow the footsteps of the ones who would remember Gonkan.
Finally, Guruji explains how Vaiguru's energy makes the vegetation greener, and Vaiguru sends virtues to us in a similar way while remembering him. Vaiguru ji ka khalsa, Vaiguru ji ki fateh.
Thank you.
जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह
Today, we're going to be going over Ardas. So, can anyone tell me why we do Ardas or what Ardas is?
Ardas is like
Stand up, better stand up.
Ardas
Loud.
is an ask to Vaheguru to like help us be strong in love, and like we ask for Guruji's grace and love His grace.
Did everyone hear that? Speak louder.
Ardas is asking Vaheguru to help us be strong.
Could you give him the mic?
I can speak louder. Okay. Ardas is asking Vaheguru for His grace to help us be strong and like bless us, and that's what we do at the end of each day.
Perfect. So, if we go into the meaning of Ardas, it comes down from the word aradsat. It means a request or a prayer to a higher power. And then it's very similar to our word ardas. So ar means to pray, to beg, to ask, and das means a hope, desire, or a wish. So again, why do we do ardas? What are some specific examples that you personally may have done ardas for? Okay, that's a good one. Yes?
To get a good score.
Stand up and say loud. Stand up and say loud. Everybody can hear.
To get a good score on my test.
Okay.
Good girl.
These are all great examples of why we do ardas. For me personally, I will do ardas before a big test to kind of ease my nerves. Ask Vaheguru for some strength to help me get through my ardas and to get through any difficulty or hardship, or even if I just need some guidance. So this is all ways that you also can do ardas, right? We do ardas to ask Vaheguru for something, and then we read hukam, and that gives us an answer, right? So there's different types of ardas. There's personal ardas. This can happen all the time. It can be between you and Guru Sahib, and it doesn't have to be a specific language or structure. It's just the language of your love. How you talk to Guruji yourself is the best way. Panthak ardas follows the specific structure. This is found in the Rat Maryada, and this is decided by the Panth. And this is between the Sangat and the Guru. So how do we do ardas? This is a very, there's a very certain way that we do ardas. Does anyone know how we do ardas, how we should stand for ardas? Do you want to stand up and show us? Okay, so if you see, Bahadur is folding her hands very nicely, and she has her feet together. Now, during ardas, should we be moving or bugging our friends? No, right? What should we be doing instead? Focused, exactly. Focused, quiet, listening to the Sangat member, whoever's leading Ardas. You'll see that a bunch of your you can sit down, I'm sorry. You'll see that a bunch of your fellow campers will be taking part in leading Ardas, right? So if you kind of go more into the structure of Ardas, Ardas is broken into different components. So first we remember the gurus, right? And we, sorry, one second. फिर अंगद गुरते अमरदास रामदास से होए सहाय, right? Arjan Har Gobind no Samiro Shri Har Rai. We go through all the gurus at the beginning. Then we remember our shaheeds, the Panch Pyare, Chote Sahibzade, Jali Mukte, Ban Ban Katai, Kobri Luaiya. We remember these shaheeds in our ardas to kind of remind ourselves of the sacrifices that were made in history, right? Then we go into remembering the Panch Takats, and then we go into Pantak Ardas. So this means we're asking for Sikhi Dan, Kes Dan. Does anyone know what Dan means? Yes, it means a gift. So we're asking for the gift of Sikhi, the gift of Kesh. We're asking for the gift of Rat, Babek, faith, trust, Nam, right? The greatest gift of Nam. Then we kind of conclude our das with Benti, Aap Jide Azur. This is one of the most important parts of our das. Nanak Naam Chardi Kala, Tere Pane Sarbat Da Pala. We're asking Sarbat Da Pala for everyone in Guruji's hukam. I know that was quick and that was very brief. Does anyone have any questions for me? Do we all know how to do Ardas and why we do Ardas now? Perfect. Yeah, of course. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Just wanted to add just a couple small things. And thank you, you did such a good job. But just a couple small things. When I was looking at the slide and I was just talking to Harsimran Kaur, just a couple small things. I was looking at the slide and just mentioning to Harsimran Kaur. So it starts with the structure of Ardas. There's one small mistake here. Does anybody know what we first remember before we remember the Gurus? Why would you? What is the line what is the words that we say? Somebody just raise your hand and say it. A little bit after that. That's just the beginning. Maskeen Gaur. Stand up, please. You know Uncle's going to ask you to stand up. Siri Bhagoti Ji Sahai. What is Bhagoti? Does anybody know? Tomorrow we're going to ask Ramanveer Ji to talk about Bhagoti a little bit during our morning exercises with the Shabats that we sing. But Bhagoti means sword. What does the sword symbolize? Amarjit Uncle Ji talked about it today and downstairs. What does the sword symbolize? What is the Teg, the Bhagoti, what does it symbolize? Hanji Veer Singh. Stand up. Just stand up, guys. It's just easier.
Is it meaty?
Meaty peaty, okay. Let's go. What does it actually mean? What is the actual, what's the English word for Bhagoti, for Teg? Hanji.
Power?
Power, yeah, power. So it means sword, something to that effect, but power is what it comes down to, correct. So Vaheguruji is the all-powerful, right? And we see that, and we'll talk about Deg Seva a little bit and why we do Kripan Pet and what that represents also. So all these things are, did you have something to say, Tim? So we'll talk more about Deg. It's a little, so the Kripan's a little bit different than that. The Kripan is, so you started talking, I didn't know if you had something else to say. Okay, so we'll talk more about the tomorrow or the day after. The other thing I wanted to mention, when we were campers, one of the people who used to teach us always talked about our das like we would be wiggling around just like you guys, right? Put our hands in our pocket, and he would always say, sorry.
Help you there.
He would always tell us, can't you stand for 2 minutes for your history? For 2 minutes, you can stand straight, you can stand still, and you can listen to the entire history of the Sikhs. It's written so beautifully. So for 2 minutes, you can stand still and you can listen. So I think that's something we can all do. I apologize. Lots of feelings.
Bole so nihal.
So that's what he used to tell us. For 2 minutes, we can stand still. We can listen attentively. We can do that for 2 minutes. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa.
Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। श्री भगवती जी साहिब व श्री भगवती जी की पातशाही 10वीं। पितम भगवती सिमर के गुरु नानक लेंती आए, फिर अंगद गुरते अमरदास रामदास है होए साए। अर्जन हर गोबिंद नो सिमरो श्री हर राय, श्री हर कृष्ण दिया ये जिस तत्ते सब दुख छाए। तेग पादर सिमरे करनो निता वेताए, सब ताए होए साए। 10वें पातशाह श्री गुरु गोबिंद सिंह साहिब जी सब ताए होए साए। 10वें पातशाह दी जोत श्री गुरु ग्रंथ साहिब जी दे पाद दी ध्यान धर के खालसा जी बोलो जी पंजा प्यारे छुआ सिप जादिया छालिया मुक्तिया हतिया जपिया तपिया जना नाम जपिया वन के झकिया देख चलाए देख वाए देख की अनकीता तना प्यारे सचारे दे कमाए ध्यान धर के खालसा जी बोलो जी जिना सिंगा सिंगनिया ने धर्म ही शीस दिते बन बन कटाए खोपरिया दुहाया चरकिया दे चरे आर्या नाल चेरे के गुदवारिया दी सेवा ले कुर्बानियां कीतिया धर्म निहारिया सिकी कैसा स्वासा ना दबाए तिना दी ध्यान कमाए दे ध्यान धर के खालसा जी बोलो जी पंजा तख्ता सब सबद गुदवारिया दे ध्यान धर के खालसा जी बोलो जी सबद खालसा जी के अरदास है जी सबद खालसा जी को वाहेगुरु 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 चित आवे का सबद सर्ब सुख होवे जा जा खालसा जी साहिब ता रचाए राय देख देख फतेह बिरत की पैच पंथ की जी श्री साहिब जी साहिब खालसा जी के बोल वाले बोलो जी सिखा नु सिखी दान केस दान रेत दान विवेक दान विशान दान भरोसा दान दानाशी दान नान दान श्री अमृतसर जी दे ईशान चौकिया जुंगो जुगो जुगो जखतर धर्म का जयकार बोलो जी सिखी दा मन्नी वान मत सिखा दा मन्नी वान मत ची मत पादा राख आप वाहेगुरु हे अकाल पुरख अपनी पंथ दे सदा दातार जियो श्री ननकाना साहिब जी ते होर गुदवारिया दे गुरतामा दे जना तो पंथ नु विछड़ गए है खुले दर्शन दीदार दे सेवा संभाल दा दान खालसा जी नु बख्शो हे नमान्या दे मान लिटानिया दे दान नियटिया दियो सच्चे पिता वाहिगुरु आप दे हजूर पंज प्यारे जपजी साहिब दी अरदास कीर्तन दी अरदास है जी सच्चे पिता वाहिगुरु आप दे हजूर कारा प्रसाद दी देख हाजिर है आप जी नु पवान होवे देख सद संगत विच वरते जो जी चके सो आप जी दा नाम स्व जपे अखर वदा कथा भूल चूक माफ करने जी सबद दी कारज रास करनी से प्यारे मेरे तेरा नाम नानक नाम चढ़ती कला तेरे पाने सर्वदा भला वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह आज्ञा पे काल की तबे चलायो पंथ सबसे घन को हुक्म है गुरु मान्यो ग्रंथ जी मान्यो प्रगट गुरा की दे जो प्रभु को मिल पोज है वो शब्द मैंने राज करेगा खालसा या की रह न कोई ख्वार होए सब मिलेंगे बचे शरण जो होए राज करेगा खालसा या की रह न कोई ख्वार होए सब मिलेंगे बचे शरण जो होए बोले सोनिहा सत श्री अकाल वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की
सच्चा पातशाह सिरशान के चार जिस पास रहते सोई है सबना का विसार।
ਤਨਾਸਰੀ ਮਹਿਲਾ ਪੰਜਵਾਂ। ਜੇ ਜੈ ਵੇਖੋ ਤੈ ਹਜੂਰ ਦੂਰ ਕਤੋ ਨਾ ਜਾਈ ਰਵ ਰਹਿਆ ਸਰਬਤਰ ਮੈਂ ਮਨ ਸਦਾ ਧਿਆਈ ਈਤ ਊਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਚਰੈ ਸੋ ਸੰਗੀ ਗਨੀਐ ਬਿਨਸ ਜਾਏ ਜੋ ਨਿਮਕ ਮੈਂ ਸੋ ਅਲਪ ਸੁਖ ਪਨੀਐ ਰਹਾਉ ਈਤ ਊਤ ਨਹੀਂ ਵਿਚਰੈ ਸੋ ਸੰਗੀ ਗਨੀਐ ਬਿਨਸ ਜਾਏ ਜੋ ਨਿਮਕ ਮੈਂ ਸੋ ਅਲਪ ਸੁਖ ਪਨੀਐ ਰਹਾਉ ਪ੍ਰਤਪਾਲੇ ਆਪਿਆਉ ਦੇ ਕਛ ਊਨ ਨਾ ਹੋਈ ਸਾਸ ਸਾਸ ਸੰਭਾਲਤਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਸੋਈ ਅਚਲ ਅਚੇਤ ਅਪਾਰ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਊਚਾ ਜਾਕਾ रूप जप जप करे आनंद जन अचारज अनूप सामत देहो दयाल प्रभ चित तुम्हें अराधा नानक मंगे तान प्रभ रैन पग सादा सामत देव दयाल प्रभ जित तुम्हें राधा नानक मंगे दान प्रभ रैन पग सादा।
वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। The hukum from Tantan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji for today's Diwan Ardas. Tantan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj in this Shabad in Rag Tanasri telling us in the Rahautuk the definition of somebody who's the real Sangi or real friend or really with us all the time is one who is with us all the time from birth to death. So which is that? Vaiguru Ji, right? Nobody else, we talked about it yesterday too, Good Morning talks about the same thing again and again, so that it sticks in our head. And then Guruji then clarifies further, Binas jaye jo nimk mein, so alap sukh paniye. Something which very quickly disappears from us, that's the worldly attachment. Maya, money, possessions, they are here with us today, may not be there next minute. So they can give us this temporarily happiness, alap sukhmani, very little time. Whereas Vaheguruji, who is with us all the time, is responsible for our taking care of and giving us the happy life. And he is next to us, Jai Jai Peko Te Hazur Dur Kato Na Jai. And he is in everywhere, as you all have done in the translation of Mool Mantra. And then Guruji in the end says the important part is Guruji does Ardas, as we just did Ardas. Samat Deho Dayal Prabhu. Oh, kind Vaheguruji, give me that intellect. Jit tumhe aradha, that I could remember you and all that you are there next to us all the time. And how we learn this is Nanak Mange Dan Prab Rain Pag Sadhan. That it comes through the bowing and respecting and learning from the saintly people who are attached to Vaheguruji, and asking for the dust of their feet, meaning their company and their teachings sticking in us. So that's the step to get to Vaheguruji. And next step is doing Ardas to Vaheguruji, and next step is then remembering Vaheguruji all the time, and that is what's going to be with us all the time to help us out. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Let's try this again. Just some quick announcements. Each year we try to go out to the big falls. Who of you been to the big falls? I know most of us, yeah, a lot of you, right? So it's a really fun experience. Those of you who have not been before, it's also really cool to see. It's also very cool to see. So it is an optional event though. Not everybody has to go. So Madhuwan PT is going to have a sign-up list down at the the dining hall area after breakfast. After breakfast, where you can sign your name. It's a little bit of a hike. You need to wear shoes, something, or if you have Crocs, is it called sports mode? You put them in sports mode. You know, if you need to have something closed-toed that you're wearing, you can't wear chappals and go down because there's rocks you're going to be climbing down as you go. Hanji? Well, that we got to also check that. But yeah, it's going to be a little slippery also because of all the rain. It is not a strenuous hike though. It's about a half mile down, half mile up, so 1 mile total. But it's not a very like steep drop or steep rise. It's almost everybody can do it. So if you're interested in doing that, you got to do two things. First, you got to drink a lot of water before we go, so we don't get dehydrated. Second is you got to sign up so we know how many cars need to go. And that's going to happen right after nap time. So you'll have your rest period, and then we'll go straight just like we did for the park.
Do you need like a swimsuit?
No, you don't need to swim. We're not going to go in the water itself. We'll just go down, hang out by the water. You can take some pictures, you know, just kind of have fun.
How long will it take?
It takes the whole free time period. How do you think?
I'm going today or tomorrow.
Today. Anything else? Any other questions? How do you put? If you don't want to go, we'll be here. Madhu Auntie, Jigo Auntie will have some activities that those of us that don't go, we can help you run. You can practice Kirtan. You can take an extra long nap today. That's not a bad idea. So lots of different options. Andy, one or two more questions.
Do you wear sneakers? Do you have to wear sneakers?
You have to wear
Yeah.
something closed with closed toes. So sneakers is a good idea. If you have sneakers, I would wear sneakers.
But what if they get wet?
They shouldn't get wet. You shouldn't go in the water. Any other questions? Hadi Bahal for it. Can you wear shorts? Yes.
There is a question I think.
Behind you.
Hadi Bahal.
I was reading
Everybody listen to the question.
I was reading the evening activities, and for tomorrow it says balls and trivia. So does that mean we'll be looking at the big falls?
So that's a good question. So there's two falls here at Ball Creek Falls. One is the big falls. That's what we're going to do today. Tomorrow we're going to go to what we call the Cascade Falls, or the small falls, and that's where we all sit together outside and we do Sodararas and Sankirtan together. So it's two separate things. Last question, Jim.
For tonight, when you go to the falls today, you have to bring a remote?
Yeah, it's always good to bring your remote. You don't have to, but it's good to. Yeah, you'll want to like if you have a light jacket or a sweatshirt. It's not normal weather here this year, which is actually working out well. So you'll need a light jacket or a long sleeve shirt as we go down. Okay. Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru